All right. All right, y'all. It's approximately 7:01. Before we start though, hey everyone. That's even everyone on the virtual call. Hello everyone. This is our last official SGA meeting for the semester. Again, it's 7:02, and we're gonna go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna call this meeting to order. Ooh, right. All right, so just before we get started, I wanted to do an important notice about face masks. For not only just people in here, people on the call, but just our students as a whole. I know that we've been very active on campus and not wearing our face masks is what we're used to. But face masks have start to become a little bit more of an issue on campus, and I just wanted to kind of show a reminder of the COVID-19 guidelines that we have set in place for the whole corona situation, corona-19. Excuse me, but so face masks are required in all buildings on campus unless you're in your room. That's the only time that face masks really aren't really required. And they're also not required when you're outside in areas that aren't where you can't maintain social distancing. They don't require you to do it, but any room where social distancing can be maintained, it is enforced. Um, just also keep in mind that if you're showing any symptoms of COVID-19, to just isolate yourself and take a test to be safe on the safe side. We've been doing good on campus, keeping our numbers low. I've been checking them every week. So far, only seen the highest number was maybe 11 students in 1 week period have corona. So we've been doing good as a campus, keeping the numbers down. So just continue to social distance, wear your mask, and wash your hands and sanitize frequently and at least for 20 seconds. Um, on another note, we're gonna go ahead into roll call. Nazay, can you please go ahead with roll call?
Okay. President Bell,
Here.
Senator Brown, Senator Burnett, Senator Alton, Senator Cooper, Senator Davis, Senator Ernest, Treasurer Kiana,
She'll be on.
Present.
Senator Genesis, Senator Rachel, Senator Chad, EPP, Senator Jean,
Here.
Senator Raven Johnson, here, Senator Harvey,
Family emergency.
Senator Armando,
Here.
Senator Jada Park, here, Senator Jasmine Rayner, Senator Precious Regan, Senator Regan, Senator Zaria Smith, Senator Adrian Young,
All right, so if you by chance didn't hear your name, just drop in the group me and let us know, so that she can let us know whether or not we have quorum. At 7:15, I'm gonna check the time and ask her to let us know whether or not we have quorum. Moving on to our officer reports. I want to get into my report. I have it on my phone. Excuse me. Um, I just want to look down so I won't forget what I want to mention. I'm not gonna touch notes on shirts, and I'm not gonna touch shirts on touch base on shirts because that's Kiana's little role. I'm sorry, not little role, important role. But I meant just I don't want to take over there. I'm sorry, I didn't mean it like that. But I don't want to mention shirts, but I do have a couple of things written for my report. And that's one of them is the SVAL meeting. Some of you guys may be familiar with that. Just because some of you guys are in attendance of the SVAL meeting. SVAL meeting was good. I found out a lot of information, and honestly, hearing the numbers, a lot of the departments faced a huge loss last semester this year. It was just it's kind of a lose-lose situation for us this year, but overall, that I honestly remember, there was literally no fee increase. They all were kind of saying that they want to take the risk side and just be safe and keep it as low as they can as of right now. One important thing I kind of want to highlight from that meeting was the student activities fee. That's different from the student activity center fee. The difference is the student activity center fees pays for the function of the SAC, the debt that we kind of are in for the SAC just to pay towards the SAC. That's the difference between the two fees. But the student activities fee, that goes towards student organizations. I believe that fee kind of goes a little bit towards homecoming and things like that. On the call, they mentioned that last year they noted that there was um, that students wanted an increase in that fee. Though that they noted that they were aware of that, they decided not to do that this go around, just to again keep the numbers safe and play it safe. But I will like you guys to know that they are aware that we would like a kind of higher fee just so that we can get more from the university for organizations, for events and things like that. The attendance policy, I did get a couple of responses. The last number when I checked was 11. We have a roster of maybe 19 right now, maybe 20. I'm not sure the exact number, but it is right next to those two numbers. And again, I have got 11. So for anyone who may be on the call or in the room that did not, for some reason, get a chance to complete it, whenever you get a chance, please try to do so as soon as possible. Um, Another thing that I have written down was the check-in. In GroupMe, I saw that Rachel, you specifically, didn't get a chance to see that, and I kind of want to see what's the problem with your GroupMe, but that's just a conversation we can have maybe after the meeting. But for everyone else, I believe, if anyone had any trouble, just let me know. But Kiana dropped in GroupMe a check-in survey, where she basically asked us whether or not we would want to do a check-in over the break, considering that the semester ends early this semester. Looking into that, she has a total of 11 responses from everyone, and the popular vote was for Friday, December 4th, for us to have a check-in. So we will definitely be in contact with you all. Honestly, I will let you guys know 2 weeks in advance so that you guys can figure out the scheduling and just let me know whether or not you can attend. I don't want you guys to feel like this isn't mandatory for you guys, and I'll again in the email emphasize those specific things. It's not mandatory. Attendance won't be counted against you. It's just a check-in for us to let you guys know we care for y'all. We just wanted to check in on y'all over the break. The last thing that I wanted to mention today is appointments. So the last couple of meetings we've been discussing open positions that we have in SGA. I received a couple from a few senators, and I appreciate you all for emailing me about those positions. Um, I do recall maybe out of all of the committees, maybe overall, I don't recall getting one from only one committee. So overall, good job for everyone that reached out. But there is a couple of people that I want to speak to specifically. But I did end up making decisions from the emails that I did get from those senators that were interested in fulfilling those chair positions that we do have open. And I would like to open the floor for a motion. Once I introduce you guys, I will open the floor for a motion so that we can vote on appointing these senators. So the two senators that I would like to appoint for their committee chairs. I'm sorry, I don't know why exactly I didn't include this on my PowerPoint. So let's just go back to my nice little video I made for us. Just so you guys have something to look at. So the two senators that I got an email from, one is here with me right now. I'm gonna ask her to come stand in the camera just because she's right here. You guys can be familiar with her face, and that's Genesis Espinal, a member of the Student Affairs Committee. So even the people on the virtual call, while she walked up here, can you guys just come off of mute and give her a round of applause for being brave enough to even apply for this position? But I do want you guys to get a glance, a look at Genesis. Um, so yes, you guys, that's Genesis. They can see you. I'm not.
I can't
You
even
can't
see
see them.
myself.
Yeah, you can't see that. They
But
can
thank
see
you guys. Thank you so much.
Yeah, so this is Genesis Espinal. She's one senator that we have that applied for a chair position. Again, she's a member of the Student Affairs Committee. Um, I'm gonna let you guys know why I feel like Genesis is honestly fit for this position. I've known Genesis for my 3 years being here at Clayton State, all three. I'm a junior, and she's always had some type of leadership role, and she's always been dedicated to the organizations that she's been a part of. Um, as soon as I got her email, I kind of was like, oh my, like she's a good one. So I'm glad that you definitely took the opportunity. Like I said, we're going to at the end vote to ensure that you are voting as a chairperson. So
Right.
thank you.
Thank you.
I'm not sure whether or not she had a chance to get on the call, but another person that I had was Katrina Jean from the Internal Affairs Committee. Katrina, if you're on camera, can you show your video? I believe you were saying you was having a little trouble with your video. But if not, I do want to just take the time to applaud her as well. So if you guys can give her a round of applause as well. Um, um, I'm gonna be honest. I haven't honestly developed personal relationship with you guys, and I honestly would take 100% full accountability of that. But from what I do know about Katrina, I will tell you guys why I believe that she's good for the internal affairs chair position. Um, with no hesitation, Katrina emailed me saying that she was interested in being the internal affairs chair. Though Katrina is a freshman, um, to me that is bravery to step up as a freshman and to step up trying to have a leadership position at that. That definitely says a lot about her dedication, her strive that she's trying to have for SGA, and that's why I believe that Katrina is a good candidate for the internal affairs chair. Um, so with that being said, we're going to go ahead and open up the floor to vote these two into their chairperson's position. Um, and so is there a motion on the floor to appoint Genesis Espinal and Katrina Jean as the Student Affairs Chair and the Internal Affairs Chair for the 2020-2021 academic school year?
Move to appoint Mrs. Espin and Katrina Jean as chair member.
All right, is there a second on the floor for that motion? All right, so everyone in the virtual call, if you can please at this time raise your hand if you are opposed to Genesis and Katrina being the chair persons for their committees. All right, anybody abstain? All right, well, Genesis and Katrina, I would like to offer you guys your position as the Student Affairs Chair and the Internal Affairs Chair. Again, congratulations and thank you for appointing to the conference position. So just to let you guys know, there was 0 no's or abstentions. Moving on into the next report, this is going to take us to our Vice President, Nazay. You can go ahead whenever you're ready.
Hold on, let me get it together. I hate hearing myself talk too. So, I don't have a long report. You know, I'm real good with like words of encouragement. So that's basically what this is. Evening, President Bell. My is as follows. First, I would like to say congratulations to all our new senators. You had what it takes to stay motivated during this eventful year. Even if you weren't motivated, you sure did have me fooled. We have a new United States president and the first Black vice president who is also a woman now in office. So here's to a start. Thing I would like to see for spring is to have welcoming tables in Laker Hall, probably like the second week after move-in. This can also serve as a meet and greet. I also want to find updated numbers of the coronavirus cases here on campus, but you already said it. So, and plus I don't know how to do that. So, lastly, I want to encourage senators to start thinking about events and proposals for the spring. We have a budget and I would like to use it. I want SGA to, be active and not just wear like, shirts or whatever. So with that being said, go home, take a break, be safe, and keep up with the good work, and let's increase the energy for next semester.
Yeah. Definitely want to guys a couple of things said. I'm thinking that she doesn't know how to check the coronavirus numbers that we have on campus. So let me show you all how to do that, just so you guys can know and share with someone else on how to possibly do that. Here. So if you go to clayton.edu, of course, it's going to take you to Clayton State University homepage. At the top of the homepage, you see COVID-19 information. If you click this right here, again, that's the COVID-19 information. You see the reopening plan, coronavirus information, links that's for employees, links for students, messages, forums, etc. Like I was saying earlier, as of now, we're only at 9 active reports of students that tested positive for corona. So, like I said, that's a good job as a university with thousands of students. That's a very good job of keeping those numbers down and things like that. So, again, this is how you access this Corona tab right here. Is how you access all the information. By looks of it, it's taking you to our academic calendar, which you guys may know has changed. And it even takes you to other sites such as the Georgia Department of Health, CDC, and the University System of Georgia, USG, which is what our schools, all public schools in Georgia are classified. They're under one system, USG. Another thing that I want to say is, yes, you guys did do good. It was very short, but you did what you had to do in the short time that we did have, and I would like to thank you guys for that as well. was definitely a lot of figuring out to do, definitely a lot of adapting to do, but I do feel like we're on the right track. We started a little late this semester, but that's definitely not going to destroy who we are as an organization and what we offer as an organization. So I definitely would like you guys to stay motivated. Even touching out of what she said again, you guys are senators year long, so you guys will not have to reapply for a senator position next semester. Um, but with that being said, we do have a retreat coming up, and we're going to be trying to get some workable days for all of you guys. Just because we want everyone in attendance of that, so just be on the lookout of that for next semester as well.
I just like I said, I just want y'all to be afraid to like start making proposals and stuff. Right now it's too late for the semester, but the semester's about to end. So start thinking about it like during the break, you know, just think about something y'all want. Cause we got a budget. I'm like, we need to use it. So if y'all don't know how to do a proposal, like you can get with any of us and we can help y'all. So a proposal is something like you would propose to the rest of the senators and stuff, and we just vote and say, hey, like any event y'all want to do or anything, any collabs, y'all have the power to do that if y'all do.
So yeah, good point. We're definitely here to help you guys at any point in time, that you guys need us. Not you guys, you ladies and fellas at that. But yes, good point of that as well. And again, we're just here to assist you, and that's something that we'll touch base on a little bit more in the retreat. But I don't want you guys to be too much on it, but think of maybe event ideas or some concerns or issues that you see on campus that your committee could take action on. Until we get to the retreat, that would be, like she said, a good thing to do. Just so once the semester come in, we'll be ready to start. Oh, I'm sorry. Kiana, your treasurer report. Kiana, you on the call? You can hear us?
Hello, Mr. President. My report is as follows. We have got majority of votes for getting shirts, so we'll be getting shirts. We'll be getting the collar plain shirts with the iron-on letters, and that is all the report I have for you guys today.
Nazay has a question for you.
She said we're getting the same one.
So her press runs, I believe that was her option where we may have to do it by ourselves. Um,
So we have to get the shirt.
Definitely blue collar shirts for sure.
Do you know exactly where we
Kiana, so have you looked into where exactly you wanted to get the shirts from exactly?
Yes, it was on a PowerPoint that I presented last meeting.
I'm just saying like
Well, that's a good question again. She asked, for those of you who may have not heard, she asked, is there basically a day that we're gonna have our shirts by or anything like that? Right now we have not ordered any shirts. However, I would take into consideration that you guys, by the time the retreat come around, that maybe we will have the shirts by then. That would just give us the opportunity to see who would like to return in SGA as well as who may be new members in SGA. So we will have a more accurate number over the spring. And if not by the retreat, definitely look into maybe different options. But we're definitely going to get you guys something so that you can show that you are a member of the Student Government Association. So again, with our meetings, we normally do student to senator talk. That's normally what it's called. I kind of just changed it to senator talk on the PowerPoint because in our meetings we welcome everyone, not just students. So I changed it to just senator talk so that we can discuss it everyone. But unfortunately, no one's here to discuss, have a discussion with us today. So with that being said, we're going to go ahead and get into the committee report. Again, you guys do not have to be nervous about committee reports. I'm not sure you guys, I shall say who exactly will say you guys reports because we only have 2 chair positions, correction. We only have 2 chair positions. So for those 2 chairs, I ask that you do those reports. But for the committees that are still lacking a chair, if anyone's just comfortable with doing the report, you can just come up, or if you're on the call, you can just unmute yourself and give us your report. So up first we have student affairs. So we're gonna let them give their report. You guys can welcome student affairs chair to the front.
Greetings, President Bell. My report is as follows. So, referring to the last meeting with Campus Police, Student Affairs decided to come up with an idea to promote the Graves Guardian app. I've been looking into doing a QR code, but I'm not really that tech savvy. So, if somebody can help me with that, creating a QR code, because I've been struggling, you are more welcome to. And then talking about coronavirus, Craig gave me this idea, so I don't want to take all the credit. The sinks in the bathroom, some of them have handles. So we were talking about getting the automatic sinks. Might email Dr. Abdullah about that. I don't know how to really go about it, like as far as budgeting and all of that. So something I'm gonna get with you and talk about more. But that is all I got as far as the report.
So I'm glad you said that out. Dean Jacobs. I want you guys to know Dean Jacobs is not just a festival to people, but he's also here to support you all as members of SGA. So at any time, you guys get a little stuff on where exactly you want to go or what route you could take. Or even if you kind of have a little say in what you're trying to do, I definitely say get comfortable with asking Dean Jacobs because definitely connect with everyone. So mentioning that, I'm gonna get with you a little later on that because I want to ask him a little more about it too. I definitely will get you.
Gotcha.
And I can just chime in as part of that report to tell you that what you can do is it might be worthwhile as a committee chair, you and or your committee could schedule a time to meet with our head of our university facilities. There's a couple different individuals that you could meet with. That could be director of facilities, Darren. Darren's name, our vice president for facilities is Corinne Beeswall. And so these are individuals that I can get you in contact with, and you can talk with them about your interest in those kinds of things. But certainly reach out anytime you're not sure how to navigate that. But those are the individuals that you could speak to about potential interest in changing the sync hardware around campus.
And just to kind of add on with that, I feel like a good idea to make a culture is that something that you actually want to kind of take steps toward, even just being a team together to take steps on. I say we are for students mostly, so maybe gathering student signatures of people who may support the idea would definitely be a good approach to let them know, like, okay, I'm not the only one that's going to do it. We're not the only group of students. So I definitely say looking to different approaches is definitely good. Like I said, I think you are having
And I'll just add Darren Thomas is the other person.
Darren Thomas.
Up next, we have academic affairs. Not sure if anyone. Raven's coming up, so I'm gonna give Raven the opportunity.
Hey y'all, good evening. I'm President Bell. My name is Raven and I am a part of Academic Affairs. My report is as follows. So Hunter and I talked about basically, we wanted to kind of, it's not an event, but we wanted to talk about doing something next year because COVID is still out, and with academics is kind of stressful with people doing virtual and everything. So we wanted to do something like where we can like make something small, as in like, you know, the little baby waters and the granola bar, and also words of encouragement to give out to the students here on campus, or even the students in the dorms, where it can have stuff like, make sure you eat, or you got this. And it could be around midterms, because that's when students are most stressful during that time of year. So that would be something like, you know, to keep kids encouraged, especially during this COVID time and with virtual learning. That's all we have. Any questions? Yes, but something like really small, like maybe just a bottle of water and a granola bar, or a bottle of water and chips, you know, and a list of tips to do during your own studying time.
I definitely got that.
Okay.
Yeah, that's definitely something we got to follow. And it's funny that you said that, because on our e-board call, we was just talking about basically sending out positive affirmations to everyone, because it is an uncertain time.
Yeah.
I definitely like that idea.
Thank you. Okay, thank you.
Up next, I have Fiscal Affairs. Is there anyone in here or on the call representing Fiscal Affairs? Fiscal Affairs, anyone? Since we don't have anyone here for the Fiscal Affairs Committee, I'm not sure whether or not they have a report or anything, but I will say, I'll reach out to them, and I would definitely, if they have a report, ask Najee to include that in the meetings that she sent out to you guys following the meeting. Graduate Affairs.
Sorry. Greetings, President Bell and everyone else. Pleasure to see you all again. As in regards to our last meeting, my group and I had talked about our 3 goals, and that was just to create more break time for grad students, increase the numbers of grad students in SGA, and just create more events for alumni students. For break time for grad students, I recently learned that the time is very short, so we came up with an idea of kind of maybe creating a mentorship program for new grad students. I heard the time is really stressful, so it would be nice if they, you know, had a little mentorship program. So with that being said, we're just talking about maybe meeting with the advisory board or someone who's in charge of like the graduate. Yeah. Who's in charge of that? Maybe talk about that with them. And we were just talking about increasing the numbers of grad students in SGA, because I don't think there's many, but we were talking about how can grad students get benefits from SGA. So we just thought of some benefits of what what grad students may think they can get benefits from SGA, maybe like networking or discovering new interests. Learning the whys and hows of policies and how they're established. What else? And just opening new opportunities for unexpected endeavors, things like that. And as for just creating more events for alumni students, we haven't really thought about anything like that just yet, but that's all we talked about as of yesterday, because we had a small little meeting, but that's it.
I like you guys, and what stood out to me was the mentor program, but specifically what stood out to me was thinking more so in depth about SGA in the group. Just even with kind of what we're saying, we big on relationships. I'm not sure you guys know, but we all kind of people we just know each other there. So we do kind of have like a good close relationship with each other. And I'm glad that you pointed it out, because I know from my gratitude, I'm not sure if we even that. So I'm definitely glad that you guys are thinking along the lines of how to get that number to go up.
Absolutely.
Definitely, to me, it's very good. Graduate Affairs. So I definitely like that idea. And, I do want to make one comment on one thing you said.
Absolutely.
And that's not that you said anything wrong with anything. This is just a note for everyone in the community. I know just your addiction and what you said. You said that you guys were trying to look for events dedicated to grad students. I want you guys to know that just you guys do not have to direct events specifically always around grad students. And you don't necessarily have to direct everything around the whole
And we
general
talked about that
population.
yesterday. I just thought that we were like, even with that, we were like, we could have maybe an interest meeting. Like, you don't even have to be a grad
Yeah, but
student.
I
Hmm
definitely like that you guys were thinking on the route of
I don't know why I didn't say that, but we did.
Like, honestly, that's good that you guys did that. That's why I'm saying there's nothing wrong with anything you said. I just
Gotcha.
want you guys, because I know I never said that myself, so I want you guys to know that your community work doesn't have to be just,
Center around,
yeah,
like,
so
gotcha.
student affairs doesn't always have to do pieces with the president.
So,
Internal affairs, stuff like that.
Hmm
so you saying anything that comes to their mind they can propose or do?
So anything SGA, we're a team, we work as a team. Now, I'm glad we kind of all know that now. Because we're definitely a team, we're a family. So anything that we do, we're doing it for the betterment of the organization, not just our community, not just ourselves. So if you have, like how you guys did have an idea of doing something specifically for just your community, that's perfectly fine. There's nothing wrong with that. You can do that. But I don't just want to confirm with everyone that internal affairs doesn't always have to take the social media route of doing things. Internal affairs can be events that give graduate students as well, or a specific part of the audience. And that's just kind of something that you guys get used to doing proposals. You also mentioned those type of things in the proposal as far as who your target audience is. How exactly you guys plan on executing that. So I'm glad you mentioned that again because it's kind of address something I know a lot of people may be a little lost on. Not sure if I explained it good enough.
So this is a person example from last semester, like, 'cause we had a lot of good events. That was the things that we had events. So like the bonfire,
So there was
the
so
bonfire was that,
Or homecoming.
yes, but we came up with that idea.
so that's
I'm a
another
little,
thing I'm glad you said too. And I'm kind of I have a presentation later and it's kind of gonna show you guys kind of on the market today. But if you guys have an event idea and you want to do a committee just dedicated for the event, so say we want to do, I'm a donut man, so let's say we want to do donut giveaway and we want to do it in WC, but we only want internal affairs to be in charge of it, or internal affairs looking for people who are interested in doing that event to be on the committee for it. You definitely can take that approach as well. And I believe that's how we did the bonfire. It was a bonfire committee, and they kind of did all of that.
and what else was it? The outside, the outside, the green, tech green, the aloha.
I'm not sure how exactly they did that.
Yes, but I remember that. But I know it's different now since COVID is in effect right now. But just to throw some ideas, maybe we can just reroute it for like camping.
Yeah.
Social distancing.
So I definitely say if you have any event ideas, proposals, anything like that, you are once you present it, you're basically giving us everything. That's basically the paperwork, the information, the background, all of that as to what you guys want. So once you guys propose it to us, all we're just doing is voting on it. So your execution plan is up to you guys, and exactly how you guys want to go about it is up to you guys. But I did want to clear maybe.
When we do propose, do we do it with our report, we tell you like the day before,
So that's a good question too. I'm glad you asked that as well. So normally, and I would actually say e-board as a whole, we've been slacking there, and that's our fault. But normally, agendas are supposed to be sent out before a meeting. So before we meet, we're supposed to send the agenda out. And once we send it out, just like how the email I sent earlier today is kind of saying, like, if there's any changes, just let us know and we'll change it. So if, say for instance, you want to do a proposal under new business, you can definitely just let us know. In new business, we have an event proposal that we want to put on the agenda. That way it can be listed in the agenda and it's brought up in the meeting. But that's definitely a good question. So I would say, if you're able to let us know ahead of time, let us know because we can put it on the agenda. But in the case where you couldn't let us know or maybe just forgot, I would say just include it in your report because we wouldn't know whether or not you had it proposed on.
That's it?
Yeah, you good.
Okay,
Thank you.
No problem.
One last comedian looking at my PowerPoint, I actually forgot to include them, so I apologize. Internal Affairs, shout out to y'all because y'all be doing that thing. But anyone in Internal Affairs? Oh, Katrina. I'm sorry, Katrina.
Yeah, here I go. Good evening, President Bell. Today I will be speaking from the Internal Affairs Department of the SGA. At this moment, we have no new updates. However, we will soon have a couple of things in the works. Our plan is to raise awareness of this program. Many of our students aren't conscious of SGA, but by the end of the year, we want to have at least 100 new followers on the official SGA Instagram page. Jamaya, Precious, and I have debated on this topic for a while. And from this, we have decided to move forward with our plan by promoting SGA on our personal pages and referring people to it in person. This concludes my internal affairs reports.
Good job, Internal Affairs. I definitely like you guys' report, the flow you guys report, and how you wrote that. I definitely think you guys touched base and actually set good goals, long-term goals at that for the organization. And again, I love the idea. I will ask, as far as promotion goes, what are some ideas that you guys have in mind for that?
Okay, so I was thinking about doing like some flyers and leaving them around places, but also just for promotion in real life, like bring up things that could happen, and when people start to be like, yeah, I like that, and be like, well, check out the SGA page so you can be updated on when it happens or if it happens.
I definitely like that. And again,
I think a good idea would be to like when we do have our tables and stuff, we can have like a cart, like a promotion cart with the IG page written on there, like, hey, follow this and you can get some pizza, size pizza. I don't know if you're doing.
I definitely think Internal Affairs is thinking about kind of what you guys do. I definitely think you guys share your tasks are similar goals that I have with in SGA myself, which is just kind of rebranding SGA and making more of a name for SGA, like you kind of noted. So just hearing that, like I said, I know the two committees that I would try not to always run to would be student affairs and internal affairs. But I definitely have a couple of ideas for you guys and maybe suggestions on how to do that. So I'll be in contact with you guys myself. I have a committee member in the room right now, so I'll probably tell her maybe if she can remember, ask her to let you guys know. Okay, so moving forward into new business, before I go ahead into something that I wanted to mention, I did want to open the floor to anyone who maybe had something to say or maybe a concern that they would like to address themselves as a senator. This is just again just an open floor, really quick before maybe I present.
I would, I would like to piggyback off of what Kimberly saying as far as promotional things. I don't want to feel limited with social media things that people are moving around and about campus. The idea that I have as far as promotional, I know I used to be a right? With housing, so if you can promote promotional items that we have, maybe like pocket something on the back of the phone. Just things like that to get us known and active, and something with our IG tag on it or something like that. I think that'll be a good way because, you know, at the end of the day, with us not being in person, students are normally used to getting things from events and stuff like that. So, you know, with the virtual events, it's just kind of hard to, you know, get students out there, get students engaged. So I just think that, you know, with the tables and stuff like that, just having little promotional items, or maybe if on IG we did a post that said the first 5 students to like this post, you know, something from the CAF or meal swipe or something like that. You know, start moving in that direction to give students incentives being there when not in person.
I definitely like the approach of incentive. That's really a good idea. Just even touching note of the pop socket and even just giving away things. I'm not. I don't want to say I'm not too sure. But I'm not quite too sure how strict they on about like giving away things. But I'm not opposed to that. And when you guys do proposals and stuff, just again proposals just presenting an event idea to us, so budgets, all of that. When you do that, budgeting is included in that. So if you need $100 for some pop sockets, just include it in your proposal, and that's just something that as a body we would have to ask questions on, and if we just choose to vote it, we vote for it. So I definitely like that idea, and I get what you're saying. I definitely say the people that again, I want to give a quick shout out to you guys. Because I know the people that I threw in internal affairs are definitely people that I felt had a artistic mind. I'm not saying anyone else did. But that's just the social media aspect of it. So I wanted to put everyone that kind of like internal affairs in internal affairs. Um, so I did want you guys to do that. But shout out to all of y'all. I definitely will again like to say thank you all for coming prepared with y'all reports. They were very good. I don't know if you guys know that, but they were very good. Again, just thank you. Great thing that you guys did what you did. Um, in reports again, just re-bringing up Raven's question. If you have a report and at any time you want to do a proposal, if there's a proposal, whether it's an event, a campaign, or just sitting at a table or something like that around campus, if you guys would like that to be on the agenda, you could definitely let us know once we send the agenda out and ask for any changes. But if there's just a time where maybe you forget to let us know or just wouldn't like to let us know, you definitely can include proposals in your report, or they could be a part of new business. But speaking of a proposal, I kind of have one right here for you guys. Just so just so you guys can kind of see kind of the route proposals take. So let's get straight into it. So my proposal today would be for a virtual campaigning on social media over the break. So who would this involve? My social media virtual campaign will involve. Well, I have 3 different ways about going about it. Those 3 ways would be either A, specifically directly through the Internal Affairs Committee, given that Internal Affairs is the only committee that would have access to social media. I'm definitely willing to approach it and just working through Internal Affairs. I'm definitely willing to work through committees where the committees can do a campaign, maybe take on 1 campaign each over the break. And I'm definitely not opposed to just doing a holiday campaign team, which is just generally a small group of us that agree to work on this to ensure that we keeping ourselves active on Instagram and Twitter. So just to kind of go a little bit more about what exactly is holiday campaigning and what is campaigning and what do I mean by social media campaigning. So SGA holiday campaign will allow SGA to stay active during break by staying active on social media to help us accomplish our purpose. Um, I'm not sure if you guys, all of you guys follow the SGA page. If you don't, it's on here a little later. I suggest you guys follow it. But I'm not, like I said, not sure if anyone follows the SGA page, but over the summer, I tried to keep the page very active, and I noticed that I was getting a lot of new followers, a lot of likes that kind of I've never seen the page get before, and even just interactions and conversations from DMs and stuff. I definitely was seeing a huge increase the more I was posting over the summer. So that's kind of why I want to do this, because we have a new semester coming up. It'll be a good way for us to push for new members to ensure that people aren't forgetting about the Student Government Association. So specifically, a social media campaign is a series of coordinated activities aimed at achieving a specific goal over a set period of time. This campaign will consist of a minimum of 3 campaign events, a maximum of 5. Um, a campaign will consist of flyer videos, interactive stories, etc. So what I mean by that is last month was Breast Cancer Awareness Month. So a campaign that we could have did last month was maybe we could have based 3 of our posts on Breast Cancer Awareness Month, where we did flyers, videos, or stories just interacting with our audience. So I definitely want to get more used to making those connections, being as active as we can be on social media. A campaign. I'm sorry. Everyone's opinion matters, especially in this organization. In family, we big on it. So if this is something that you would like to do, please do not hesitate to let me know, to show your interest in that. I say this because there's nothing wrong with ever putting your own creative spin on anything. You're different from a lot of people, but you're similar to a lot of people as well. So please, if you're interested in, or if you feel like you have a creative mind or have some ideas about how we can post on social media or go about social media campaigning, I definitely say let me know that you're interested. I'm sorry. I do have editing software, so if you need edit videos or pictures edited, flyers made, I don't mind doing that if I'm aware ahead of time. Um, and everything is just in the palm of your hands, which is convenient. Really just nothing but posting on Instagram or maybe just sending your flyers to us so that we can know your post schedule to post on Instagram for you. And this will just allow us again to put our name out before the year ends. Some strengths would be that we'll be connecting with students, especially over the break. It helps us address issues. It can help us to bring up issues for next semester that we can start working on within our committee. And it puts a face to our new senator's name. So I know we spoke on pictures, and I'm still looking into that. I just want to get a better pricing on that. But this would also just keep in mind, since that isn't the case, this will also be a way to put your face to your name since you are a new senator. A weakness is planning. And I know people may be like, how is planning a weakness? It's just because it'll have to come out of some of you guys' schedules who I'm not sure what you guys' schedule are. So schedule is, I'm sorry. So definitely I would put planning there just because some of you guys may have to make time for it if you would like to be a part of this. Free time may be an issue over the break for some people. Only myself and internal affairs have the account passwords. So currently SGA has a Twitter and Instagram. If you want to find it, those are the Instagram and Twitter pages. Be sure to follow us. Definitely stay active. So be sure to follow us on Instagram. 6 points that I think would be a good reason on why we should do this again is because it's allowing us to support our purpose. 2 is that it's an opportunity for organizational growth. I say this because we can get our membership numbers up, we can get the connections with our students up, we can get concerns up, everything about, again, our purpose could be better just by staying active, interacting with our audience. Goals and strategies, it can allow us to create goals for next semester as well as strategies on how to go about those goals. Connect with the students. That the students is the House of Representatives, your senators. That's just kind of allowing us to connect with our students. Ideas, it definitely creates ideas for maybe events. So maybe your campaign could be getting event ideas that we could do for next semester. That would be a good way to do something like that. And again, it just keeps the organization active. So ideas that I have in mind for campaigning. Again, I just feel like if I could get maybe a good team of people, we can divide those teams to make a schedule. Maybe assign everyone a week. That's definitely how I was looking at to approaching it, assigning everyone a week, and they just set up a week where they have a schedule of what to post on social media, and internal affairs or myself will post that for you on the social media. But ideas that I have is encouragement, which could be, hey, holidays are coming up. We wish that you and your family are having a good holiday. Boom, boom, boom. Something simple like that. I was thinking, I'm sorry, encouragement. I was on the wrong note. So that was holiday wishes, but encouragement could definitely be. I hope that the semester ends early. I'm sorry. I hope that the semester ends. I definitely hope the semester ends good for you all. You all are doing good in your classes. That could be an idea of a campaign through encouragement. Campaign through holiday wishes again. Seasons are coming up. Black Friday is coming up. All of that. So definitely say we could do holiday wishes. Another idea is organization promotion. We have a spring semester coming up, and SGA are looking for some members to fill some of our empty spots. So if you're interested in joining SGA, let us know. We could get you an application, or we could get you a position for the spring semester. You could do posting community service. So Senator Zaria Smith today decided to go feed the homeless, and I'm from Columbus, so let's just say the Chattahoochee Valley, some. That's what we call everything down there, Chattahoochee Valley. Engage. So engage could be again social media questions. So I know when Zaria sent me her voting video, I posted who else voted with Zaria, and I was actually seeing numbers of how many of our students had actually voted in the recent election. Um, Work and solve again. It allows us to find issues. We can work and solve those, and just listening. We can just listen and learn how to move with our students in the next semester. So the budget for this $0, 0,000, zero anything. It just takes us making flyers. Again, just having a campaign calendar. Like I said, I didn't include this in my I didn't include this in my presentation, and that's something that could honestly eat me up when it comes to voting. Um, how I plan on doing this? Again, if I could get a team of people, I would definitely try to divide that group of people into groups to have a specific week to come up with an advertising plan on our social media accounts. So uh, that's just how I plan on going about it. So this is just I got this from a template. This is just something that maybe we could use once I get my team of people. This is something that maybe we can use to even organize ourselves a little bit more, have a little bit more organization with how we're going about this. That's all that. So I'm not sure what my computer did. Excuse it. It's the But yeah, that's my presentation. Um I would say, is there do you guys like this? Is there any questions that you guys may have for me? Just even considering maybe something I may have not included that you would like to know, anything like that.
Each day, do something different, instead of doing different campaigns throughout, it be that one campaign.
I definitely like that idea because I was thinking about it that way too. So for y'all who may have not heard her, she was saying maybe we could do a campaign of maybe the whole month of December doing 31 days, 31 days of joy, 31, 31 days of holidays or something. I don't know. But yes, I like that. Yeah, so I definitely like that idea, and if that's the approach that if I could again get voted to approve this as my team, um would like to do it that approach, I definitely don't mind doing it. Anyone else has questions, comments, or concerns? Yes, so before we've done live interest meetings, we've done live events where we had events, and sometimes which we just got internal affairs chair, so that's not the case. But even sometimes during our meetings, general session meetings, we go live during those as well. So we definitely try to use the live concept of Instagram as well. Well, is there a motion on the floor to approve my social media campaign? Is there a second on the floor? All right, everyone on the virtual call, all right, everyone on the virtual call, if you're here for this, let me stop talking. But if you support this and you would like to see this, actually, I'm sorry, I'm not sure. If you would like to see this event, our social media campaign actually happen, if at this time you can raise your hand, we're just doing a vote. So you can raise your hand, if you're for it. All right, anyone opposed to it? Just raise your hand if you're opposed to it. Can you guys can you guys raise your hand? Are you allowed to raise your hand in the call?
Yeah.
All right, yeah, so for the people that's here, do we actually have quorum? I'm sorry.
Yeah, we have form. We have form.
All right, so for the people that's on the call, Armando, do you support the social media campaign?
Yes, President Bell.
All right, Katrina, do you support the social media campaign?
I do.
Jamaya,
I do.
Nazay, Rachel,
I do.
Kiana,
I do.
everyone in here. So, I'm sorry, give me just a second. Oh yeah, so we got a majority vote to approve my social media campaign that I have set to happen over the break. I'll send out you guys I send everyone an email about that. If you're interested, again, just let me know. Once I send out the email, if not, no hard feelings. I don't take it like that. Up next, we have the advisor report. Dean Jacobs, you have anything? So for you guys on the camera, I'm not sure you guys ever seen him, but the one and only Dean Jacobs.
Pleasant, sorry. Good evening, everyone. It's great to be in November with you, and I believe this is our official last meeting. So I want to congratulate you on a very good semester, all things considered, a very strange semester nonetheless. So I want to commend the officers and the rest of the membership for pulling it all together and being able to get to this point in the semester and really getting out SGA to the student body more so than we probably have ever done in the past with this live streaming. I do want to say that I hope the exec board as we look to the spring semester, we've got a lot of positive things coming up, including potentially some check-ins over the winter break, and then returning in January at some point to have our retreat so we can really get a jump on things and have a great spring semester. So I know we'll all be checking in with one another at some point before the end of the year, but officially I want to say that I hope you all have a good end of the term, study hard for your final exams and what have you. Have a good restful break, and let's get back in the spring and have a great 2021. I do want to introduce, he's been introduced before, but our student affairs intern, Matthew Trice, he's going to do a quick demo on some of the things that he's put together today. And I thought I told him he was going to do this. Could you help him pull up the stuff on the, yes. You can show your face.
So, I know we got to wrap up. Give us a couple of minutes. But Matthew, Internal Affairs, actually helping you guys a little bit. I'm cool-natured.
Well, greetings and salutations, everyone. Not going to take up too much of your time. It's kind of interesting that you all were talking about social media campaigns and wanting to kind of expand your usage. Well, the Clayton State University Student Government Association has its own YouTube channel now. So as far as it goes with doing individual campaigns for individual committees, like if you all want to do like PSA videos and things of that nature, we can actually post them to your YouTube channel. You can share YouTube channel on the Instagram page and everything. And let me see if I can bring it up. I'm actually going to have to go into my email here. Okay. All right, yeah, I just got to go into my email here really quick. But it's really user-friendly, and we're also going to be uploading your general session meetings on the YouTube page. So if you may encounter a student that may say, well, hey, what did y'all talk about in your last, general session meeting? They'll be able to access the links through the regular SGA page, or they can go to the YouTube channel. I believe I wasn't able to add them to the SGA page. It just has the live streams, but I need to add the YouTube links.
Okay. They did work.
Really? Stop playing.
This is like one of the, not that one, but the one.
Hold on. Uh-oh. Oh. Okay, this one. Stop playing. Well, get out. Oh, man. Well, isn't that amazing? Well, good. Perfect example. So it's going to have our general session meetings on there and things of that nature. And, if you guys want to do like any type of videos or of any kind, you guys can feel free to record them, get them over to either President Bell, or you can send them to Dean Jacobs. I can chop it up, edit them, make them look real nice, and then boom, you guys have a YouTube channel. So yeah, that's about it. Any questions, comments, concerns? Sweet. All righty then, y'all be easy.
All right, well, our advisor report was the last thing we did have on the agenda. Now, I don't know, I'm just gonna leave that alone because clearly it's a mess. But so it's like you said, we mentioned social media a lot today, and honestly, if we all just want to help support what Internal Affairs said their goals to be, which was to at least gain 100 followers on our social media campaign, I'll drop in the group me account on our social media, our Twitter and our Instagram. Definitely will drop the YouTube link as well now that we have access to a YouTube. And so that you guys can maybe possibly just screenshot the page and say, like, did you know I was a senator? Like, I can help you with a couple of things or things like that. Just let everyone know who you are, what you represent. Just like you would with any other org, anything like that. So I definitely will put that in the group me for y'all so you guys can screenshot it and shout it out if you would like on your personal Instagram. But anybody has anything they would like to add before we try to wrap this up today? Any highs or lows? Anybody want to speak on? Okay. All right, y'all. Nazee's birthday next week. For y'all on the call. Definitely be gonna tell you happy birthday soon. Definitely. Jordan year. I'll add a high and a low. My high will be that I actually wrote me a paper, got it done. A lot of my grades looking good, so I'm definitely saying that's my high. My low is work. I have to keep going to work. I don't want to work. But if y'all want some free donuts on the donut menu, so. So definitely. Well, now anybody sure they don't have anything they want to add?
I got a new job. I work at Cheesecake now.
Cheesecake Factory? Period.
I don't know which one.
Do you want us to come?
That is good. Matt. Yes, that's Matthews. We had anyone else graduating in the December? You in December? All right, well, is there any motion on the floor to adjourn the meeting? Y'all ain't ready to go home?
I'm trying to give y'all a chance.
And I second.
All right, well, it's approximately 8:13. This meeting is now adjourned. But yes, you guys are good. I hope you guys have a good day on the call.